Number one, the news. I'm not an ostrich. That's real stupid. It's bizarrely ridiculous to tell people to be an ostrich, to put their head in the sand and pretend things don't exist. It's really like going through the whole story of Santa Claus with child at 3, 4, 5. And I'm in on all that. In making children feel magical and excited and happy. Point is, it's bullshit. There is no Santa Claus. And when people go, oh, well, you can't watch the news, it doesn't help your positive thinking. Really? No, of course it doesn't. It's real. And I'm not saying that I have ever looked at the news going, oh, wow, it's a, and start singing Louis Armstrong's, it's a wonderful life. It's not a wonderful life. I have a poster on my Pinterest that just says, life is beautiful. For whom? For whom? I have about 20, 30 Pinterest posters of various people suffering. And the agony on their face, it's basically, that's real. But I'm 65 and I'm much more the vulnerable populace. I don't want to be here. I don't want to wait till I get the coronavirus or whatever else is next or whatever else is next. I don't have hope. Number two, hope is overrated. Hope is telling me Santa Claus exists. Hope is overrated. And it's a gamble. It's Russian roulette. Proverbs, I think it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 22. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. It is utterly, number three, I am way too needy. I am the elephant. Like, when Middle America decides they're going to get a pet, generally, it's a dog or a cat. Well, I'm an elephant who wants to take me into their apartment, their home, their neighborhood. I don't blame anyone, but I want to die. Because number four, I need one human to trust. I'm conditioned that way, and I don't trust people anyway. Every person is a powder keg. Every person has bad days. And I'm so hypersensitive. That's why I say, number five, I'm unfair. I don't like that about me. I expect from others what I can't give them. I need much more patience than I can return. But I got that from Elizabeth, and I got that from my daddy, growing up in this ridiculous turmoil of an insane mother who I remember literally being chased home by kids from school, and who knows what I did to initiate it. I'm not saying I didn't. I don't remember. But I remember being chased home, and I remember Elizabeth always waiting. I remember one time, literally, like something out of a 1940s movie, 50s. I literally ran under her dress. Elizabeth's dress was always to the ground. I went under it because I was scared. I remember her going, "You leave him alone. You leave him alone," meaning to the kids. And my poor daughter, because I remember Linda was Linda was an amazing mom, believe me, in this, oh my God, so conscientious, so concerned. She was a good woman. She was very patient with me, really, up until 13 years into our marriage. She never crossed me. I was never physically violent. That was impossible. My daughter was visiting me in psych-wards. Think about that. As a child, I say it was 7 or 9 years of age. My daughter had special arrangements. I wouldn't even do something like that now. It doesn't matter. What I'm telling you was that I remember Linda and Rachel had an argument. Rachel was 11 or 12. I remember Linda, with steaming anger, said to Rachel, "I lost your father the minute you were born." And that's because I didn't like Linda. It was 2-3 weeks in, I was, wow, I'm with a bad person here for me. And Linda dotted every I and crossed every T. I am completely the opposite. And she was a judger. She had her standards, and those were to be kept. And I remember she looked for an annulment. We were married. Rachel was just a baby. And I remember this priest with my stepfather, my mother, Linda's parents. Linda, I'm holding Rachel. And the priest went on to explain that it's astounding, the indoctrination. I always feel very guilty for Linda. I mean, because Linda became much more religious after that, and she had to. She needed some drug to hold on to deal with me. And I remember secretively being so angry and disappointed. Like, here I am, a piece of shit. The reason this meeting is happening on a Sunday afternoon, I remember, in our apartment. And the priest just went on about all the indoctrination from the Apostle Paul, the man's the head of the house, and the women have to submit, and it's almost as if it was Linda's responsibility to make me better. Wow, Linda should have gotten that annulment. She would have married a man much more worthy of her. Maybe I would have hit my bottom. It doesn't matter what is bullshit, but the issue is that I need a special person, and my daughter became that. My daughter is dead. I don't have anybody. I surely don't have Tuesdays with Maury. Endless amounts of people. And I wouldn't know what to do with that. Because I'm unlike, you see, I was an entertainer, but entertainers, like myself, are a one man or one woman band. We're just self-contained within ourselves because we really don't want people involved. And when you're the guy, you control everything. And I did love the attention, and I loved hugging all these forgotten people, and it was, wow. But I'm a loner. I have too many people within my own being, within my psychosis, within my real realm. So I don't want all these people trampling in, trampling out, trampling in, even well-meaning. I don't like drop-ins. Because the beings within me don't like drop-ins. But I don't have that one to kind of take care of everything because I'm too complicated. I am the vulnerable populace, getting more vulnerable at 65. The future is bleak. I'm gonna die anyway, right? Everyone is gonna die. I think this is number 7. The sanctity of life is a religious belief system. I could hold up a Bible and point out how many times God doesn't give a fucking shit about the sanctity of life. God is concerned about God's will. God was much more in World War II. Patton literally, from everything I've read and I've understood, this man knew, oh wow, well, we're going to lose 1,000 people in this here, and we're going to lose this many here. This doesn't mean a fucking thing. Patton had to win a war. That's all that mattered. That's the way God is. God's just, people, everything is dying. God's so concerned about the sanctity of life. Look how many children's hospital wards there are. There's St. Joseph Hospital. Why? Because God cares about the sanctity of life. God cared about the sanctity of life. All this death and dying and premature and accidents, because ultimately the universe is in control. I don't trust the universe that my way is going to be easier. No, it's going to be harder. The bets are on that. Hope is an illusion. It's a mirage to keep you going. Well, I turn the lights on. Go, wait a minute, look at all this stuff that's oh, no, I want to be dead. I don't want to be here. 8. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to live. And where I live, meaning the world, but specifically American capitalism, that's as bad as Patton in World War II. You don't have money, you cannot survive. And I cannot, number 9, tread water anymore. You know, there's some bizarreness to me as well that, you know, it's like life is like this fucking game. And, you know, like the squirrels on the boardwalk where the one pops up and you knock it down to the ground, whatever it is, doom, doom, doom. So when I'm in my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, I guess even with turn a frown around, the concept of having problems and solving them, having problems and solving them. Every day is a puzzle. Every minute, you know, I don't have that anything. I need a very predictable, planned, bland, predictable. And the only thing that can potentially make life predictable, because money doesn't keep anybody from anything bad that God wants. Really. Look at the book of Job. He's a pretty wealthy guy. Didn't do him any fucking good. Many rich people end up dying of cancer. They plan this, they plan that. They got it all together, and I'm sorry to inform you, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. So the only way I can have a predictable future is to kill myself. I'm not up for the game. I'm insane. It's number 11. I am insane. I live within my own reality. And thus I need to be cloistered. When I want people, yes, I can bring them in. That's groovy. The point is, I can't do this. And I just think it's wrong. Everybody, you know, well, we got to put them in a nursing home. We got to do this, whatever. No, and I don't have enough money even to live the life of being able to die at home and be within my realm. Nothing close. So you're asking me to stay on an earth and I don't have any oxygen. And the oxygen is money. And I don't have the time to scramble. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know what number I'm up to. I'm looking to make 20 reasons why I want to kill myself. This is just disgusting. This world is disgusting. I don't have a GED. I went to 6 schools. My point is I couldn't even just do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I never have.